What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Flash and Walking Dead video. So we've had a brand new trailer for, well, the Flash, Arrow, Black Lightning and Supergirl in the typical vein of the suit up video. So we see everyone suited up, we see Black Lightning with some kind of badass power where he's just having a ball of lightning. We've got a brand new kind of maybe villain in this weird preacher guy. We've got Arrow where he's in prison, which is not looking good whatsoever for Oliver Queen. And we see Supergirl with some very brief parts. And over in Legends of Tomorrow, we see a unicorn. I don't know why we've not got much footage from Supergirl or Legends of Tomorrow. I can only presume they're not that far ahead in filming, I guess, or kind of post-production. I'm not too sure. It's just me completely wildly speculating. Because to me, it is really, really weird. I mean, Black Lightning had the most footage, apart from Arrow, in this trailer. I guess the Flash has a lot it could give away, which here it did. So, a while back we did have some behind-the-scenes images of Barry actually wearing the Season 1 suit. Many of us were led to believe that this would be some flashbacks, and we would be going back to Season 1 Barry Allen. But no, this is not the case, as we learn here that, well, he's for some reason wearing his original Season 1 suit in the modern age. Now, if you remember at the end of Season 4, the suit was looking pretty battered and beaten up, and I expect that in this opening episode it will probably be completely destroyed even more, leading him to have to go to his archive and wear the Season 1 suit for some reason. Again, because the suit that he's wearing now in Season 4, which looked dope, is been destroyed. But this will then lead him to have a brand new suit, which we see here in this show. So we see him with the classic white badge, the helmet, and, well, he hasn't got the gin strap, which a lot of people are really, really angry about that. I think it looks cool. I am all for this suit being like the one-piece sort of classic kind of suit that they have in the comics. It's the comic book accurate suit. So guys, stop moaning about the stupid chin strap. There's more things to worry about on this show, especially with Iris being so prevalent in the show. So yeah, let's stop worrying about that. But I think the suit looks completely and utterly dope. Now in this, he does actually say that, well, you're part of something bigger, so I expect that he is giving life lessons to Nora Allen, which is going to be a bit of a problem because she is from the future. We could have some weird sort of real problems in the future. And if he's trained her in the future, why would he or her need this kind of guidance? Only to presume, obviously, he dies in her future. So in her future, he dies, and then she becomes a speedster. So she's getting some life lessons here, finally, from her father, which is going to be really, really fun to watch, I think, here. So that's probably what's going to happen in episode 1. I expect him to get this brand new suit and then he actually fights with Nora at the end and imparts his wisdom here towards Nora Allen. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see where that actually goes next in the Flash Season 5, because it's going to be amazing. Other things as well is the fact that the 100th episode is going to be on its own. Due to creative reasons, it's going to be on its own. It's not going to be in the crossover. So the crossover will have the Flash, then it will lead into a week after, we'll have the crossover. Personally, I think that's a lot better, because we did have it during the Invasion storyline. We had the Arrow 100th episode, which was incredibly weak and a bit rubbish compared to other 100th episodes which they could have done. And, well, they were stuck having to fit that storyline within the realm of a kind of Arrowverse wide crossover. So I think it's going to fit a lot better here, to be honest. We're going to have a lot of fun with the 100th episode, and I expect a lot of people to come back. Now, the next thing is big. Now, I don't cover Walking Dead that much on this channel. That's mainly because you guys don't watch the review videos, and if I don't get the views, I'm not going to make a video on it, which is why I do stuff more towards Marvel now, because that seems to be what you guys are into, you subscribers. I make what you're into, and, well, and some things which I enjoy, which is what I want to talk about here with The Walking Dead. Now, The Walking Dead next coming up. We've got season 9. It's still a big show. It's just really not as popular as it has been, but it's still absolutely everywhere. Now, of course, we had the huge twist of season 8, which they revealed in the trailer for season 8. So we saw old man Rick waking up, and well, that was kind of a clear indication that they were going to have a time jump, just like they have done. It will be a time jump of about 2 years between season 8 and season 9, as we see Alexandria and the Hilltop have a utopia. They will be living this perfect life, finally, without war. But we will have a leadership challenge, and we will see Maggie versus Rick clash it out. So that's interesting, because Maggie is going to be filling that role. We've also got Dwight with the Saviors as well, but I'm not too sure how he will fit into this, because really the whole storyline here, I think they're going to push the idea that how are they going to adapt the Saviors, how are they going to fit into this kind of 3 area community. So we've also had huge castings for who the villains will be. Now, there's been no actual official announcement that the Whisperers are coming to the show. We've only had Lydia, who was the main protagonist, the main Whisperer's daughter. Alpha was the main villain, and her daughter was Lydia. And her second in command, well, we have had Opie from Sons of Anarchy be cast as Beta. Now, if you don't know who they are, the Whisperers are a group of people who believe that the apocalypse was a great thing. They believe that they should be living like this. They should be walking among the walking dead, and they have like masks and skin suits to make them look like the walkers so they can blend in and get around. Now, this then leads to some conflict over with Rick and his group as they expand, as the kingdom, the Hilltop, everyone, as they expand out into the wider world, they come across this group and come into their lands. They have a bit of a tussle and they fight, and then Alpha leads the fight against the Hilltop. Now, there will be spoilers for the upcoming season, possibly, because what we actually get here is we have Alpha, who is the badass woman villain, and she actually takes on the Hilltop, and she kills major characters. Now, we know that Andrew Lincoln and Lauren Conran are leaving the show. Now, in the comics, we had a sort of celebration, a kind of anniversary thing, a carnival, and then we had the Whisperers slowly kill and decapitate major characters. I mean, people like Ezekiel were killed as well. Now, how I'm going to expect here is, it's like episode 6 or 7, roughly about that kind of way into the show, that the characters will be leaving. Now, I expect that we will slowly and surely see this as this group fights, and then we have the group be absolutely destroyed, with Rick and Maggie being killed amongst other members of the show. Now, this is a great way to thin the herd of a very bloated cast, in my opinion, and we've got Daryl who then can step up and be the leader he always wants to be, and we can see him have some friction with Dwight as well. So that's how I'm thinking that they will actually leave the show. They will be killed at this carnival, which I think is going to be really interesting to watch personally, and I'm excited to see that because it was such a shocking moment in the comic, to be honest, and I want to see the reaction of all the TV watchers who haven't read the comics. This will then lead to Negan actually helping probably Daryl, and then go off and join the Whisperers and actually kill Alpha. Now, while my theory may not work because Rick and Negan worked heavily together, hopefully they move that back a bit and they actually move it forward rather, and work together, but then Rick perishes. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please do like the video, I guess, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.